Hey buddies, it's your girl AyChristene, and today we are checking out True Gas Station Horror Story Animated. This one I'm nervous about, but we're gonna see what's in store. Links down below to become a member or patron to support the channel and be a part of our behind the scenes react along live streams where you guys get to react along with me as I am reacting. Okay, I tried not to get lost there. I did get a little lost there when I was saying it, but you know what I'm saying. So check out the links down below to be a part of that. Oh, and you get to help me make my list. So yeah, there's that as well. Let's dive in. Yeah, I'm nervous.
This happened to me 25 years ago. I had just dropped out of college and was looking to stretch my legs and get a new job. Well, that turned out to be much harder than expected. As a college dropout, I knew I wasn't going to find much. However, I managed to get a job at the gas station on Route 52. Even if you had a degree,
depending on when you're trying, it could be difficult to find a job.
Really anything. The closest town was 20 miles away.
Oh,
the owner was quiet, kept to himself. The place was a dump, and the pay was scarce. One night, August 15th, the owner had just left, leaving me in charge for the night shift. Even I had goosebumps that night. It was quiet. Peaceful, you may say. However, none the more dramatic. Fog covered the one road that led to nowhere, and there wasn't a car in sight. I was just about to close up for the night when a man entered the store. That wasn't very odd, seeing as I had gotten a few customers that night. However, the one thing that seemed out of the ordinary to me was that I never saw a car park in the parking lot. They would have had to walk 20 miles. But it occurred to me there was an abandoned house very close to the gas station. Maybe they found comfort there and needed a drink, so I carried on. I told them the station was closing soon. However, they just stood there, looking at the cigarettes on the counter. Seemed odd to me, because he was a rather old gentleman, and I wouldn't expect someone like that to continue smoking, even if he did it in his prime. I asked him if he wanted some. He said yes.
Might like to smoke.
That was all he would say that night. I asked him if that would be all. He had the cigarettes in his hand. However, rather than going to the register, he nodded his head and slowly stepped closer to the door. I tried to gather his attention. However, he didn't respond to me. He opened the door to go outside. I followed him from behind.
No,
I felt a chill when I did, one that I had never felt before. He began to walk into the street. However, I didn't follow him. The reason I didn't follow him is because a car was coming his way.
Oh no.
I yelled out one more time.
No.
Sir! Sir!
No.
But he continued walking,
No.
slower than before. In fact, then he stopped.
What?
He turned around and looked right at me.
What?
He slowly put out his hand, with the car coming closer and closer towards him, and pointed it right at me. I had no time to react to that, however, because a few seconds later, the car sped up and ran into him. As I opened my eyes, expecting the old man to be in front of me, no one was there. In fact, I didn't even see the car in the distance. All that remained was a pack of cigarettes that sat there in the street. To say the least, that spooked me right out, but I truly knew no one would believe my story. So, I got myself back in shape, closed up the station, and went home. I slept with the light on that night. In the middle of the night, 12 I believe, I got a call. The owner of the gas station had passed away.
What?
I thought that was very unfortunate. He was rather nice to me. However, I will never forget these words. They told me he died in a car accident. Some random pedestrian walked in front of his car on the highway, causing him to swerve into the ditch.
No.
The owner's son took possession of the store and decided to close it down.
Are you
serious? He came up to me one day and asked if I knew anything about what happened. I just shook my head and walked away. I knew he'd never believe me.
Oh my gosh.
I eventually moved to New York, where I went back to school and got a job as a psychiatrist. Maybe if I can't relieve myself, I can relieve others from their torment.
All right.
I've never spoken of that day since it occurred. However, I have decided to post it as sort of a message to others. The dead are alive, just not in human form. As for the old man, I say goodbye, and I hope you finally got your cigarettes.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, I don't work at a gas station, and knock on wood, I pray I never have to. That's thing number one. Thing number two, that is wild. That is so wild. You know, like, because I don't think he witnessed, like, I don't think he saw, like, I don't think that accident was the same accident. Like, okay, let me say this correctly. I don't think that the owner dying was the same thing that was right in front of, like, I don't think it happened in front of the gas station. I think he saw what happened in front of the gas station as a representation of what the guy actually went through. And I do believe that there are opportunities where people can experience supernatural things. Okay, I'm gonna say that. I want to share a personal story, but also I don't want to get my personal story wrapped up in this scary story, because then it's just gonna twist it even more for me, and that just creeps me out. But I've had a similar experience of, like, when someone was passing, and the way that I was affected, and I was not near the situation, and to find out that same day, you know, and even like to the moment having that experience that I will not forget. So I think that he witnessed that, like, I think there was a car that drove through. I think the whole pedestrian thing he saw, but that, like, that man getting hit in front of him was, I think, a representation of what actually happened to the owner somewhere else, because the owner had been gone. All right. That's wild. Can you imagine seeing something like that? And then it does make me think about, like, our therapists and our psychiatrists and our, you know, balance coaches and counselors out there, the things that they go through or internalize while being our burden carriers and our, you know, guiders, and the people that try to hear us when we're going through mental things and mental distress, and they try to help us and guide us. But what are they going through? You know, could you imagine? My therapist, I'll tell you one thing, you can't tell me this. As my therapist, I need to think that you sound and that nothing is wrong. And to mind you, if I feel like you seen that, then I'm gonna feel like something on you. You know, I'm gonna be uncomfortable being in the room with you. Like, you saw something, it's on you. I don't want it to be on me too. I'm good. Okay. I don't need that. It would mess me up. I'm not gonna lie. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment sections. What are your theories about the video? And what do you think? Do you think that what he saw in front of him was an actual, you know, accident? Because he said it went away and he doesn't think anybody would believe him. Do you think he actually seen what he saw? You know, let me know. What are your theories? Let me know down below. Check out the links to become a member or patron down below. Hit that like button and turn on the notification bell, boop, boop, so you know when I post. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.